So yep.
All right. Welcome, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, based on where you're logged in from. Welcome, everybody, to an amazing section this beautiful Saturday. Please, ladies and gentlemen, if you can hear me clearly, just let me know on the chat box by typing in 1. If you can hear me clearly, just type in 1 on the chat box. Let's get this started. All right. Awesome. I love the energy in the room. Thank you very much. All right, welcome everybody. It's amazing to be having this section today, and welcome each and every one of you. This is going to be an amazing section because in the next couple of minutes, we will be sharing some fundamental information. And I want to tell you exactly what that information will do. It will do something significant to your bank balance. Not just that, if you pay attention to the first part of the presentation as well as the second part of the presentation, I can tell you, you will start on the journey of being able to create wealth, build an amazing opportunity, build an amazing business that you will be able to hand over to those who share surname with you. So, ladies and gentlemen, this goes beyond making money. This is about wealth creation. And what we do here is to share from our experience, having partnered with this company that we're about to share with you over 2 years. So from that point is where we're going to be sharing this morning with you. I'm speaking from Nigeria. My name is Amarachi Ugoji, a diamond executive in this amazing opportunity. So in the next couple of minutes, I want you to please help us and help yourself as well to pay very close attention to this conversation. It's not going to be long, but this couple of minutes, we need your full attention. A lot of things will be said very quickly because we respect your time. So the more attention you pay, the more you will be able to take out something from the presentation. But most importantly, we want you to understand, have clarity by the end of this conversation that you will make an informed decision that will affect your finance. And when we have conversations like this, it's important we set the record straight and create a level playing ground, and each and every one of us should agree even before we get started. I want to start this morning by talking about why we're here. If we know why we're here, and then you gauge that with your own why, you gauge that with your own reason, if it makes sense, then you will be able to be serious with the conversation. So as a way of starting to set the tone for this conversation, to clearly define why we're having this conversation, I would very quickly take a template from a very known gentleman around the world to help us understand the reason why we're having this conversation. It's important we'll get started there, because if we know the reason why, then we can make the commitment to make this count for each and every one of us. So this is where I want us to start this presentation from. I know most of you on this call, if you're here, somehow you've already been told that we're going to be discussing about the interesting subject of money. But what I want to do is to break this down so that each and every one of us, we know where we are currently and where we want to go to. And then you understand how this presentation can help you on that journey towards this process. So I'm talking from a template provided by Robert Kiyosaki, who himself has done an incredible job in helping the average person understand this very ambiguous subject sometimes called finance and money. He did something incredible. He helped everybody understand there are 4 ways in which you make money. Cash flow. Say cash flow is king. So 4 different ways to create cash flow. Now, beyond creating cash flow, what he did with this cash flow quadrant will help you understand how you can have more advantages when it comes to creating money. I mean, if there are opportunities to have maximum leverage to create and increase the result you're getting from the same level of activity, then I think that is what we should embrace. So what he did essentially was to break the entire world population, all the human beings, into 4 different categories, essentially. 4 categories based on how they earn cash flow. So the first, he called it employee. The second, he called it self-employed. Then we'll have the business owner and we'll have the investor. Now, I want you to critically look at this. there are two sides to this quadrant. One is on the left side and one is on the right side. And I want you to, since we are talking money, you will agree with me, it's important to pay attention to one thing, which is the numbers on this slide. Now, on the left side of this quadrant, you will see there is 95% of the world's population who are either employees or self-employed. Now, the big question now is, what is the resources available for those engaged in those kind of activity? It's 5% of the entire value available in the world. And there are 95% that was going to share that 5%. Ladies and gentlemen, this is fact, it's numbers, it's not me saying this. It's hard to make money if you're on the right side. Not what I say, is what the numbers say. 95% struggling for 5%, it's hard to have abundance with that level of availability of resources to share. Fact. No emotions here, ladies and gentlemen, it's just the numbers that we're following. Now, on the right side of this quadrant, you will see there is just 5% of the world's population on the right. They're either business owners or investors. Good news, the resources available for them to share is 95% of the world resources. I mean, if you pretty much don't know much, while you're on the right side, you will make money anyway. It's a numbers game. So if you're on the right, it means that it's easy to create wealth. It's easy to make money. It's a numbers thing. 95 divided by 5, that's an abundance number. So it's not about what you think, it's about the activity you are engaging to create cash flow. That is what the fundamental point here is. What you are doing to create cash flow. Now, the challenge here is that all of us have the same amount of time, 24 hours. But the difference in the output that people create here is a lot of background noise. What's going on? Thank you very much. Now, if you look at this, everybody's struggling with the same time frame. It's 24 hours. You can't get more, you can't get less. That's just about what is available. Now, the only difference here is that the people on the right have found ways and means to get more result from the same amount of time. And to drive that point home is because of a concept called leverage. Unfortunately, the dictionary does not do a good job in explaining leverage when it comes to finance, but I'll help you understand that this morning. I want you at this point to replace the word leverage with compound interest. Once you do that, you have freedom. You have understanding. So those who own business, they're leveraging people, essentially having compound interest in the output that they have when it comes to finance, leveraging people. That's what owning a business is. And when you're an investor, you're leveraging cash. Having compound interest with cash makes you an investor. Now, there's nothing wrong being on the left side of this quadrant. We're not saying being an employee is bad, or we're not saying being a self-employed is bad. What we're saying is if you want to create abundance financially, those vehicles lack the capacity to help you to do that. Numbers say that. Now, it's not about money generation. Everybody on this call today, if you've made it here, you've bought data. So somehow you have found ways and means in your own level of expertise to generate money. The bigger challenge for most people is when you generate money, what do you do with the money you have generated? That is the fundamental question. You see, you can get tired. Every 24 hours you're on your way out already. But money doesn't get tired. The question is, do you have the expertise and capacity to multiply money? Because once you generate money, the next thing you should look at is how to multiply money and then be able to preserve money. And these two parts of money that is significant towards wealth creation can only happen if you own a business or you're an investor. Now, the challenge most times is that there's this illusion for a lot of people who are self-employed to think that they own a business. That's not true. They're two different things. If you're a self-employed, the business owns you. And you only know that when you come to terms with the fact that if you don't show up for 1, 2, 3 weeks, 1 month, there's a problem in the business. So you're self-employed. But business owning is about having a system that can help you become more productive within a limited time frame of 24 hours. Take, for example, Dangote. In Africa, is the richest person in Africa. Why is he that big? There are thousands and thousands and thousands of people who on a daily basis contribute certain hours of time for which Dangote gets paid. So for every 24 hours you have as a self-employed, compare that with a business owner that owns a system like Dangote's, it's thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of hours every 24 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, that is why he is wealthy. Now, everybody wants to invest. But the challenge when it comes to investment, because they've generated money already, is that we have a limiting belief and a limiting definition of what an investment is. When we talk about investment, people say it's putting money away for rainy days. Of course, if that is your decision, each time you put money away, problems will come. After all, why you're putting money away is to solve problems. So you're saving money for rainy days. Of course, they will come. Now you wonder why it looks as if problems and money seem to meet at your door. The money never comes in and the problem takes it from the door. The power of intention. Today, we will share an opportunity that can fundamentally change your life, but the concept you have about money prior to getting involved in that opportunity will have a fundamental impact on the result you create on the same opportunity. It's never about the business, it's never about the location, it's about the capacity that each individual have with what they're doing. So I want you to write this down. Investment is you buying a day in the future that you don't need to work on. Buying a day in the future that you don't need to work. I want you to put this on your refrigerator or your mirror until it becomes your habit, until it becomes your belief. That if you put money away, this money is to multiply. So that sometime you have determined in the future, the returns from that investment will directly finance your present lifestyle without you having to work. That's the point. And for you to do that effectively, ladies and gentlemen, what you must do today is to make a commitment to arrest your expenses. Because if you don't arrest your expenses, it will arrest you. If it doesn't arrest you, you will perpetually give yourself excuse that there is not enough money to invest and you will never get started. So you arrest your expenses and then you have an extra to get the process started. And once you do that, I want you to make a fundamental shift in your mindset. Everybody on the right side of this quadrant, whether they know it or not, consciously or unconsciously, believe in security. And you know, maximum security is not a fantastic thing to have. But you see, the guys on the right side of the quadrant that want to become and look like and behave the way they behave, not just buy cars because they're buying cars. No, understand what they did to buy the car. The principles will work every time. So my point is this. If you're taking a decision to make a migration from the left side of this quadrant to the right side of this quadrant, number one, you must embrace freedom. And ladies and gentlemen, freedom never goes on sale. It comes at a cost and you have to pay that cost in advance. And one of the concepts you need to embrace is risk. And what do you do to manage risk? You partner and leverage the expertise of those who have the knowledge that you don't have, which is exactly what we are about to share with you today. And so the commitment here, ladies and gentlemen, is to help anybody who is committed to start the journey. Will it be easy? No, but you have to take the personal responsibility because when it comes to finance, nobody's coming to save you. And so our responsibility today, why we're having this conversation, I want to make this clear, is to show you you can start by leveraging the expertise of those who have that expertise. And then you can make progress from then on. And for those of you who stay and are open to the possibility in this changing world to leverage your social capital to build an amazing business, then we'll show you how to do that effectively with the second part of the presentation. And so guys, this is a way of getting started, just to put everybody on the same page here, why we're having this conversation. And if this why resonates with you, if this why makes sense to you, if you're ready to hear this presentation, please let me know on the chat box that you're ready. It makes sense that your why is clear about this business, about this presentation that we want to have now. Let me know on the chat box that you're ready. Let me know on the chat box that you're ready. Let me know that you are ready. Somebody said born ready. Awesome, 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 awesome. All right, guys. All right, guys. All right, guys. All right, guys. So now that we're on the same page, I want to do something very quickly. What I will do is to talk about the first part of this presentation. And this first part of the presentation, ladies and gentlemen, will be talking about the investment part. And let me sound a note of warning. Don't let nobody tell you that investment is guaranteed. I like saying this before I get started because what you need to do to change your life is to change your mindset. Your present circumstances financially is based on the decisions you've made financially and the knowledge you have about finance. If you change that, then your reality will change. And that shift is what I'm about to bring for you. And what we do in our group, in our organization, the Leverage Circle, is to help you through that process via mentorship. Because you can get excited all about what we're saying in this conversation and go back to the same behavior that have brought the present economic reality. It wouldn't change. And so we don't just do this presentation, we also provide guidance on an ongoing basis for those who want to consistently commit to the action and the discipline necessary to make their new financial reality become their own personal life experiences. And so what we're doing is to help each and every one of you share an idea from a third-party company that have provided an infrastructure to help the average person take advantage of the financial market. And that company is called Omega Pro. And some of us have had the experience of partnering with this company for over 2 years now. And so what we do is to tell you the information the way it is, facts. But it's left to you to take the decision as regards how serious you will take this and how committed you will be to the process. So to get started on this presentation, I will tell you how it will go. First, I will help you understand the entity called Omega Pro. The second thing I will do is to help you understand the two product offerings that they have and where you can get started right away. But most importantly, we'll go a little deeper to explore certain areas of the company to talk about the ecosystem. So essentially what this ecosystem will help you understand is how the company is structured in order to be sustainable in what they're doing long term. And of course, there's an opportunity for you to partner with this company for those who are interested on an ongoing basis to build an empire if you're interested. Now, so I will get started on what is Omega Pro. Now, Omega Pro is a multi-industry company. We call it multi-industry company because it's playing in multiple industries, but all of them are financial based. So what we're helping people is to profit from different financial markets, ranging from Forex to crypto to DeFi to smart contracts, and we're continuously expanding as the events unfold in the present reality of life. So that is what Omega Pro is, multi-industry company. And if you look at my screen at the center, you will see the Bitcoin logo. You wonder what that is doing there, because Omega Pro have provided a platform to leverage expertise of those who can help us profit on a daily basis from the cryptocurrency market to build our Bitcoin portfolio. Now, every time I have opportunity to speak with people, I always say something very simple, and I will say it again today. Whether you understand what Bitcoin is, whether you don't understand what it is, whether you believe in it, whether you don't believe in it, please have some. I will say that again. Whether you believe in it, whether you don't believe in it, whether you think it's real, whether you think it's not real, for the benefits of your own self, have some. And I will tell you why I say have some. Have some. Because the last I checked, this time last year, it was 6,000. And right now it's 38,000. You see, it doesn't make sense if you didn't buy last year and you're still alive. And you wonder why there's so much belief in Bitcoin. It's a simple thing. And I'll explain it in 2 seconds so you understand. There's 21 million units of Bitcoin, no more, no less. There are 8 billion people in the world and counting, and increasing at an alarming rate every minute. About 6,000 new people added every minute. So think about how this 8 billion is increasing. And then currently there are less than 80 million wallets holding Bitcoin. With our common sense, what do you think will happen if 500 million people have a wallet to store Bitcoin? That is why I say make sure you have some. And so the privilege you now have with Omega Pro is that you don't need to buy. You need a percentage of Bitcoin that you can afford, hand that over to Omega Pro. On a daily basis, the quantity of the Bitcoin you have is increased by our traders, leveraging their expertise, which most of us don't have. But you can take advantage of this and build your portfolio, the most single highest returning asset in the last 10 years. Now, the good thing about Omega Pro is that we have gone through our phases. Now we're a more than 2-year-old company supporting almost 500,000 people. That's some achievement in less than 3 years. Now, because of the business we run, there are multiple parts to our business. As such, there are also multiple registration of the units of company to do the various activities. So we'll have our community, we'll have our brokerage, we'll have our expert traders, we'll have our bank. Of course, we'll also have our cryptocurrency exchange. And looking at this, you will see two main key things. Our key companies are registered in countries where there are strong institutional framework to regulate what we do. So our bank is in UK, our exchange is in Singapore, of course. A very powerful trading hub like Hong Kong is where we have our trading company. Of course, the other companies are also registered in some islands. Basically, if you look at it from a business standpoint, remember we're here not to make money, but to build wealth for tax advantages so that more profit goes to the customers. This company is designed for the customers. So, but I want to go further to talk about some key elements of this different companies. I will start with the OMP Money Bank. So this is our own flagship product. It's an FCA regulated bank. FCA meaning the Financial Conduct Authority of the UK government. This particular banking platform can allow you to do private banking. Also, we already have a partnership with SWIFT. Now, SWIFT is international gateway used by virtually all the banks in the world for international transfers. We also have agreement with MasterCard already, who is going to issue the MasterCard for the bank. Now, my question is this: if these companies are partnering with Omega Pro, it should let you know that they've done their own due diligence about the seriousness of what is going on here. And the good thing about this is if you look around what is happening in the world today, you would understand that the new life is online. If we did not get anything from the experiences of last year with the health issue that we had globally with the corona, we should know that the new life is online. And if you look at digital companies like this, positioned with proper regulation, you know that they're positioning for the future. And if you tag along long enough, you will be able to create abundance for yourself in the process. So beyond the bank, we also have the OMP exchange, which is our own cryptocurrency exchange that we're about to go live with, which is also tied with MasterCard. So what that allows you to do now is to be able to use your cryptocurrency with ease, because any ATM that can accept MasterCard will be able to accept our own MasterCard as well. So if you look at these two parts of the business, the OMP money, the OMP exchange, it gives you an idea of the structure and stability of what Omega Pro is doing going forward. But I want to talk a few more things about where we are currently. Like I said, we're supporting almost 500,000 customers over 100 countries with two essential products. We call the first one the Algo Trade Fiat Expert. That's our Forex product, where we'll have institutional traders who are helping us profit from the Forex market, a $6 trillion market on a daily basis. Now, crypto has hit 2 trillion. So we also have a product that helps us trade in Bitcoin. It's called the Algo Trade Crypto Expert. Now, beyond that, we'll have the e-banking, which is coming with the bank, and of course, the cryptocurrency exchange as well. But I'll go very quickly to break down the two essential products we have actively now that you can take advantage of. The first is the Algo Trade Fiat Expert. So what we do with the Forex market is that on a daily basis for all our clients, we'll deliver 0.45% daily trading output. 0.45% daily trading output. Now, I'm making that emphasis so you hear it clearly and probably write it down. 0.45% daily. We do that Monday to Fridays. And because we have this interesting feature called the compound interest, it allows you to get as much as 10% on a monthly basis. Sometimes you go way above that to up to 12%. Now, we've done that for 5 years on a corporate end, but this was offered to clients from January of 2019. Now, if you look at this, 0.45% is the number. I want you to keep that. And it's an average of 10% on a monthly basis. That's on the Forex. Now, on the cryptocurrency, this is the essential part. What we offer in the cryptocurrency is not dollar, it's Bitcoin value. And on a daily basis, our traders deliver 0.33%. Now, the interesting part of the Bitcoin part of our business is that it allows you also on Saturdays and Sundays to do 0.33% increase in the quantity of your Bitcoin. I had to slow down because I want that to sink in. I mean, you do 0.33% on Saturday, you do that on Sunday, 7 days a week, you have that opportunity. So it comes to about 10% as well over the course of 1 month. And we'll have a contract that runs a maximum of 16 months. I'll get to that in a bit. Now, I want to ask very quick question, and I want very quick responses, guys. If you really believe that 0.45% is an amazing percentage, let me know on the chat box. But be truthful to yourself. If you feel it's not good enough, tell me on the chat box. I'm about to shift your mind forever when it comes to finance right this minute. This will take us 2 minutes. If you feel it's big, let me know on the chat box. If you feel it's small, let me know on the chat box. Quickly, guys. Somebody said yes. Big, okay, good, okay. Small, all right. Big, okay. Somebody said we move, okay. Somebody said huge, big, okay. Okay, I like the small ones. Okay, so that's Joy. Joy said, okay. And somebody said, could be big. I should explain why. All right. Okay. So guys, just give me 1 minute. I want to do something very amazing for each and every one of us on this call. It's important to understand what we're dealing with and its capacity to change your life financially. Just give me a second here. 1 minute. All right, just 1 second. Okay, we're good. So hold up a minute. I just want to show you this. In 2 minutes, we will make progress. All right, good to go. All right. So what you're looking at is an interesting calculator. You know, there's this thing called compound interest. Albert Einstein was the person who first understood what exactly it is. He called it the eighth wonder of the world. And then what he said after that was the most profound of everything. So it gives you perspective. He said that those who understand compound interest will pay them. But those who don't understand it, they will pay compound interest. Fundamental information. You know, they gave us this formula. They never told us that it held the secret for people creating abundance financially. We just use it to solve problems that had no material implication in life. But I'm about to change that for you. Let's say today, you take a decision to activate an account in Omega Pro for $1,000. And that on a daily basis, Omega Pro trades for you and compounds and gives you the minimum, so we do less 10%. Forget about that, you can get to 12% with Omega Pro. And that happens on a monthly basis. And here's an interesting thing. You have an option in Omega Pro to run the contract for 14 months, for 16 months, for as long as you like. But I want to show you what will happen if you take a decision today to create abundance in your life within the next 1 year to 5 years. So I'll go to the extreme, and at your time, you can come down to this site, it's calculator site, and do this yourself. Let's say you're willing to run this an entire period of 60 months, which is 5 years. So I'll put 60 months in the number of months, and I'll do something incredible, which is to calculate. This is what the numbers look like after 5 years. And for every adult on this call, you will agree with me, this is June, that in the last 5 months of this year, you probably would have spent $3,000 to $5,000 that you cannot account for in your life anymore. Either you bought clothes, you hanged out, you did some expenses, you did something. That this 1,000 will never be part of your life ever again. And what we're saying is that if you have become disciplined enough to leverage a third party that can give you 0.45%, that tiny, that in the course of 5 years, you can have this. And let me tell you exactly what it is in Omega Pro. In the first 14 months of your 1,000, you have 3,000. You may want to write this down. In another 14 months, you have another 9,000. Next 14 months, 27,000. And the interesting thing when we share these information with our daughters, I want you to look at the breakdown really. $1,000, 10% is $100. By the second month, you're doing it 1,100. By the second month, you can see what the profit is. Most people have opportunity and the zeal and the discipline to stay for the first 12 months. Why? They save for every Christmas. So somehow they have a discipline from January to December. They seem to lose that discipline in 2 weeks called Christmas, and then they blow it all up. They say January is bad. It's behavior. You can either behave yourself to poverty or behave yourself to wealth. Your option. But what if you embrace the idea that there's another Christmas coming after this year's Christmas, and then do this for the second year, and then do this for the third year, and then do it for the fourth year? I mean, you can start your journey to create abundance with $1,000. That's what this conversation is about. The challenge is you will tell yourself you need it to be guaranteed. It is too risky to invest. But what can I assure you is you can't stop the next 5 years from coming. It's your choice. You can't slow it down too. You don't have that capacity. But what you can do is the decision you take. You know, when we share this opportunity and say 0.45%, people wonder, where will you get that? Where's that taking you to? I've just shown you where it can take you to. And when I had the privilege of this opportunity to be shared with me for the first time, my good friend, Mr. Tommy Oronipe, what he did for me was he told me that I will have a window to become billionaire. And all is required was a $10,000 investment. And then we'll be patient for 5 years. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about concluding on our third year. And if you look at the structure of Omega Pro, you know that the remaining 2 years will come. But the discipline is simple here. As this is happening, we'll now have opportunity to diversify into cryptocurrency. As this is happening, we'll have opportunity to diversify into more things. But the idea that there's a third party who can take advantage on to do this passively while we continue to do what we're doing actively changes the entire conversation. That's what this is about. The day we realized that 0.45% can take us to promised land financially, we double down. And my suggestion for you will be to try. The essence of this conversation is not to convince you in any way, form, or fashion. Omega Pro will pay me today. They've paid yesterday. So it's to give you the information so that you make a decision whether you want to have that experience yourself or not, or you want to talk yourself out of it. Now, what I'm showing you is what makes Omega Pro different. Because they found ways to be as transparent as possible in an industry that is shrouded in secrecy. So Omega Pro created a system that allows all the traders, all the partners to see what the traders are doing on a daily basis in terms of the trading output. So it's available at a website called the omegaprotrading.com. So where you see our strategy. So what you're looking at now is a static website. The room seems to be quiet. People seem to be rattled with the idea that $1,000 can do 300,000 or 300,000. How many of you are shocked with that number? If you're shocked, let me know you're shocked. That is why we say 0.45% is amazing. Just discipline. The next 5 years is coming anyway. But if you take the right decision, it can be different financially for you. So what you're looking at is our Neptune strategy. But what I want to do is also to show you this live so you don't see it as a static page. Just give me 1 second. Let's get this up. Sorry, guys, 1 minute. All right. Okay. So what you're looking at now is an active page on Omega Pro. This is exactly what the dashboard looks like, so you know exactly what is happening with your business. But very quickly, just what I want to show you here, if you can see my cursor is at Omega Pro Live Trading. So once you click Omega Pro Live Trading, this is what happens. It takes you to our transparency page. It's omegaprotrading.com. Just give it a second to load up. Awesome. So you can see it's the same website with what you were looking at earlier on the slide, but this is the live one. So you see a little literature about what our Neptune strategy is all about. But if you go further up here now, you see numbers. So 531% gross is what we've done since inception, October 2018. Now I want you to see the main figure, 16.1% on the average every month. Now remember that what Omega Pro offers you is 10% to 12%. So we also know that they are making money. Most times people talk about opportunities like this. They say, we'll pay you this, we'll pay you that. What are you keeping? We need that level of transparency to know that what is going on is genuine and serious. So you see, they make more money, they give us a percentage, they keep some. If they don't make money, all of us will go home faster than we arrive. Now, further down on this page, you're seeing the percentages that the company is delivering on a monthly basis. And the entire history of what we've done since 2018 is here. The interesting thing about these figures is that it may shock you to see that there are certain months that are less than 10%. Omega Pro will still report it exactly the way it is. Why? They've got a system in place to cover up for shortfalls when they happen. And they're not about to change the figures to give you the impression that shortfalls doesn't happen. So they show you the result, but you understand that there is a system of buffer accounts that helps you make up when there are shortfalls. Now, further down on this page, you see something amazing. So you can see the exact percentages that the traders are delivering on a daily basis. You can also see the results, whether they're positive or negative. The green ones are positive, the red ones are negative. The exact currency pairs, the time the trade closed, you can see all the entire history of commerce. This level of transparency, ladies and gentlemen, have not been seen in the industry before. So we make proud to say that Omega Pro is the #1 company as far as transparency is concerned. And this is what we mean when we say that. Now, I felt I should share that very quickly, so it's not just looking at a static slide, but to know that that particular platform exists, and then you can take advantage of it and see what we do on a daily basis. Now, we'll continue here to tell you how does this work. In other words, how do you get started? How do you become like me, who in the whole year of 2020, and whoever invited you for this presentation for that matter, when the whole world was at home with Corona, we were balling with 0.45% daily. This is how you can be part of that process. All it takes is to purchase a license. So which means you activate a trading package. We'll have two options for you to activate on: the cryptocurrency and the Forex. Note my word, I said cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and Forex. I didn't say this or this. Don't take this personal. Or is for people who don't understand that abundance is possible for everybody. You should start using and, not all. So you need to activate the cryptocurrency package. You need to activate the Forex package. It's this and this. And I'll tell you why. If you're excited about the possibility of crypto and you have only crypto, if you have need for money, you will sell your asset at the wrong time. You don't need to do that. So we're accumulating Bitcoin, so you do that. And then we're surviving with a percentage of Forex and reinvesting more. And if you activate a license today in Bitcoin, by tomorrow, you get your first 0.33%. That's how fast it can happen. If it's on the Forex part, it takes 7 days, and then you start receiving your daily trading output directly into your wallet. You have the option to withdraw anytime you want to withdraw. But I've given you a reason why you should embrace compound interest and truly build wealth. This happens completely on autopilot. What does that, what does that mean? It means that the traders are going to be doing the activity of the trading on your behalf. Yours is to collect money. Continue what you're doing, but let the money you've already made, a percentage of it, multiply from what we do in Omega Pro. 3 simple steps: activate the license, wait for 24 hours or 7 days, and miracles start to happen. Simple. And if you're on this call and you're listening for the first time, it will be important that at the end of this presentation, you get back to the person who invited you to this presentation on how you can get started immediately. And what we do is that we don't just let you get started. If you're serious, to the level of your commitment, we'll give you that level of support to create the abundance you're looking for. Now, I want to go through this roadmap, the essence of going through this roadmap, so you understand that we'll have a plan that we're running on. 2018, we started this project. 2019, it was expansion globally. We got to 100 countries, reached 3 continents. By 2020, we became an institutional trading company, which is a significant milestone because it gave us opportunity to profit more in the Forex market while reducing risk. See, it's interesting. The higher you go, the lesser difficulty you have. There is so much room at the top, but there's a lot of capacity required to go there. So since all of us don't have that capacity, we leverage those who have the capacity to go there. And Omega Pro becoming an institutional trading company was a significant milestone. We had a major event, open an office in Dubai. 2020, the focus is the bank, the crypto exchange, and also reaching more people. By 2022, two key things. We want to expand our product offering, especially into things like smart contract. So we're talking about DeFi and things like that, loans and real estate as well. But we've also made the application that by 2020, everything being equal, we will become a regulated hedge fund company, expanding our reach as well globally. By 2023, this is what some of us who are building the business are very excited about. The fact that Omega Pro is positioning and preparing to get listed on a global stock exchange, Frankfurt Stock Exchange to be precise. Why is that important, you may ask? If you want to go public, I mean, all manners of scrutiny is going to come on your head. And any company preparing for that process must do things correctly. For us who are very interested in wealth creation, partnering with a company before it goes public gives us a window to get a piece of the pie. And that's a game-changing opportunity for truly preserving wealth. So this is our roadmap. But I will round up this by telling you the true story about the 0.45% and the story of 0.33%. Is the fact that leveraging the compound interest over the course of the contract, maximum 16 months, you have opportunity to do 300% capital inclusive. Why do I make that emphasis? You see, you make profit, your profit is added to the trading, so there's this compounding looping over. So your profit and your capital are together. Ladies and gentlemen, you will agree with me, 300% in 16 months is a miracle in the world in which we live in. And out of the 500,000, almost 500,000 people in Omega Pro as customers today, over 100,000 people have had this experience of running a complete cycle of 300% capital inclusive. Now, if you fully compound, guys, it will take 14 months for this to happen from our experience. But if you want to withdraw every month, which Omega Pro does not stop you to do, is your money, then you do a profit of about 60%. So essentially, if you look at that, what Omega Pro is offering is a profit window of 60% to 200%, depending on your withdrawal behavior, which we don't want to control. If you want to build more and compound all, so be it. If you want to withdraw every month, you have access to do that without writing support. You see, the way Omega Pro proves what they do is by action, not by talking. So right this minute, we're the only company that allows you to compound your money and also at the same time allows you to withdraw without writing support. That's our own way to tell you that we're trading with your money is active when you want it to get it. Now, for those who want to cancel their contract for any reason, we also have a window to let you cancel the contract, but there are terms and conditions to that. Now, I want to tell you where the rubber meets the road. If you have taken a decision, which I think if you're listening in for the first time, you should have come to that point already, to activate a package or buy any of our licenses, this is what is available. So I encourage you to take a screenshot. The significant level of entry is the basic license, the $500 license. That's a significant level because it gives you opportunity to maximize on this side as well as the second part, which you will hear shortly. Now, there are opportunities for you to go 1,000, 3,000, 8,000, 10, up to $50,000 single package. That is what we offer. And there's a one-time fee you pay once. It's called for administration fee to activate the account. You pay $29 one-off. You don't pay it again, just once. And then you can buy multiple packages. Now, for those who want to, take a look at what we offer, there's this tiny $100 package. You can get started on just to see what the package looks like. But you will agree with me if you truly want to build abundance. No. I encourage you to start with the basic trader license. It's a good point to get started on. This is what we offer on the fiat. But very quickly, I want you to take a look at this. This is what we offer on the cryptocurrency side of things. If you want a license for the cryptocurrency, this is what you get. Guys, just give me a second. This is coming up right now. All right. So this is what you get if you want to activate any of the cryptocurrency packages. Now, I want you to look at it very well. You will see that it's in Bitcoin value. So it's Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out. It's not dollar value. So what this does for you, for the first time, it gives you confidence. Irrespective of what happens in the fluctuations in dollar value of Bitcoin, you will not care, because the quantity of the asset that you have is increasing, and that's a significant part of things. So we'll have this that starts with 0.03 to 0.1 to 0.3 to a maximum of 10 BTC. Now, for these accounts, if you want to activate any of them, it will require an activation fee, an admin fee of 0.001 BTC. You pay once, and then you can buy multiple BTC. Now, let me tell you why this is exciting if you haven't understood this yet. Let's say I activated 1 BTC when Omega Pro launched this product way back last year when Bitcoin was 10,000. And let's say I've run the complete cycle as at today, now that Bitcoin is 38,000. I'll be getting 3 Bitcoin. Interestingly, the dollar value will be at 38,000. So we'll be looking at well over 100,000. That is what we are doing here, to increase the quantity of Bitcoin that we have. And you can get started on any point, and in 16 months, you're doing 3x, leveraging the expertise of those who can do this for yourself, for you, on your behalf. So I also hope that you've taken this screenshot, because it's important towards your decision-making process that you have these things to look at. Because at the end of this presentation, we might even make some offers for those who want to start immediately. You never know. So guys, you need to be ready at every point in time to take advantage when those opportunity arises. And most importantly, in our business structure and the way we run this business, we'll have opportunities and strategies that favor those who take decisions very quickly. Say success loves speed. And during the second part of the presentation, you'll hear a little about that. It's called the login to login. It's a beautiful strategy for business building that favors those who take decision. And so I encourage you that you take a quick decision at the end of this presentation to take advantage of what it is that Omega Pro offers. Once again, it's a compound interest strategy. And you know it's a beautiful strategy that can help you truly, truly create abundance. So guys, at this point, I want to stop at this point, and I hope I've given you enough information. Enough for you to make up your mind to start on the journey to create wealth. No matter the level you start at, it's your decision. And when you experience what we're telling you now, you'll become more disciplined with arresting your expenses, with having more options with small amount of money, multiple places to keep diversifying, keep leveraging platform like Omega Pro to build abundance. Remember, it's 0.45% and 0.33%, but it has an opportunity to make you a multi-millionaire over a relatively short period of time. Thank you so very much for listening. I hope you've gotten value. At this point, I want to invite a second presenter. Now, the interesting thing about this presenter is that this presenter is the #1 person in the whole of Africa to take a decision to partner with this company, which means he has some results, which means he saw this even when nobody saw it. And he has created a lot of result from the business and currently supporting over 25,000 people in taking advantage of this opportunity. So when it comes to the expansion of this opportunity globally, he has 1 or 2 things to tell you. And he will show you the part of this business that opens up a window for those who are interested to even do more than 300%. But to build a structure of business that you can hand over to those who share something with you, that is a significant thing if you ask me. No matter how hard you work, you can't will your job to nobody. But we're talking about what you can will, a business that can allow you today write your own will. And this Blue Diamond, his name is Mr. Tommy will run it, man. Blue Diamond in our business means he consistently on every 30-day basis generates a business volume for this company of over $1 million. He has a few things to share with you, and I encourage you to also give him your undivided attention as he helps us through to make the second part of this presentation happen. Mr. Tommy, over to you, sir. Are you there?
Yes, Diamond Amarachi, I'm there, I'm listening, and I'm enjoying getting a lot of value from the presentation you just ended. It is an amazing presentation. You have actually done justice to it as usual and been able to deliver it within the best time frame. And I can agree with you, and everybody on the call can as well agree with me that we have got a lot of value. We understand it far more than the way we started. And every one of you on the call for us to show some appreciation, to appreciate him for taking time out to break this down for us on how we can actually multiply our money in this challenging period. Please show him some love. If you got some value from this presentation, please go to the chat box and select the panelists and attendees. Before you make a post, select the panelists and attendees and type in 777 or God value or anything exciting in the group for us to know if Amarachi have been able to deliver to you. And I hope you guys can agree with me that he has done an excellent job this morning. Thank you, everybody. I can see that the chat box is blinking. A lot of comments are dropping just to show that you have really actually make them to this time to watch their time, what's the value for them to join us today. I really want to thank you guys for joining us on today's amazing global webinar. Is a new technology we're exploring as the Leverage Circle team, as our name implies. We're a group of like-minded individuals that want to leverage on the first thing. We want to always be at the top of others. We want to position ourselves ahead. We want to actually prepare for the expansion that is coming in Omega Pro. And that's why we always try to be at the edge above every other team in this amazing opportunity. So today we're exploring an amazing technology called the Zoom webinar. It's a new feature on Zoom, but it gives more room for more people, prevent all those scammers that comes to group, and also give us privilege to leverage on the system to reach out to as many clients, as many prospects as possible. Not only that, we can also track every of our activities, because in this new age, you just don't do things because people are doing it. You need to do it with an intention. It must be intentional. It must be documented, and you must be able to track every of your marketing strategy. And that's the reason why we decided to exploit this. And I really want to thank you guys for cooperating with us, taking time out to join us. It might not be too friendly like the Zoom we're used to, but please, let's give room to learn. This is the new age. We need to upgrade ourselves. We need to actually improve in every aspect of our life for us to become the next person we really want to be part of. So without wasting much time, I will quickly want to bring up the slide and help out in the second part. Then probably in the course of the presentation, all the panelists that are in here, please, we want panelists. I can see that we're having more panelists here. Please don't add other panelists there if they are not gold and above. We only want gold and above member to be at the panelists, not for everybody. Attendees are for members from silver downward and new registered, but panelists are for leaders from gold and above, which later on will call them for them to give us their own word of experience for what they have experienced in the course of joining this company called Omega Pro. So without wasting much time, I will quickly want to bring up my slide and dive into the second part of this morning presentation. So without wasting time, please guys, if you can see my screen, please do me a favor to just help me to type in 2 on the chat box. I want to know if you guys can see my screen very well from wherever you're joining from, to know if my visual test is okay. Awesome. Thank you everybody for your quick response. I can see a couple of 2 yeah. I want to see as many as possible, and let us see how excited we are, because today we are laying a foundation. We are trying to position ourselves ahead so that we won't have any limitations in building our business. For those of you that are joining us from Nigeria, we know today is the Democracy Day, whereby movement are restricted because of some reasons why we are trying to protect ourselves. But as a business-minded individual, we need to be on top of our game so that no limits will stop us from building our business. And thank God, from the comfort of our home today, everybody in all parts of the world are reaching us, and what we're supposed to be doing in each of the cities, we are doing it together as a group globally, which is amazing. So without wasting much time, thank you guys for your quick response. I can see a lot of 2 on the chat box, which means you guys can see my slide. So I'll start by introducing myself, because the reason why I always tell people that introduction coming into a presentation is very important for you to realize that people that are listening to you need to know if you are qualified to present to them. What gives myself or Amarachi the right for us to be able to actually present this business opportunity to you? Then secondly, we are in an industry that is called the relationship industry. You need to relate, you need to know people and be able to build an amazing business. So for those people that are joining for the first time, because I know we have a couple of guests that are in the call today, my name is Tomiwa E. Orenekwe. I am a digital entrepreneur. and also an investor, a crypto enthusiast, a YouTuber, and a team lead in an amazing group called the Leverage Circle. The Leverage Circle are groups of like-minded individuals that are leveraging every amazing opportunity around the internet. So we are leveraging on other people's expertise, leveraging on amazing business opportunity, and coming together to make sure we help people in our team to achieve the kind of financial goal, financial status they are looking for us. Presently, in this opportunity that I'm about to prepare to present to you, I'm a Blue Diamond executive in the company. And as I have said, for being a Blue Diamond, that means I would have done over $1 million in a month for the first month that I qualify, and also every other month doing the minimum of $1 million and above. To be honest with you, there are months we do even far more than that on a monthly basis. But to be honest, the glory cannot come to me alone, because it's a collective effort of you and your entire team. So in this company that I'm about to share with you, I'm a Blue Diamond executive in this company, and by God's grace, with the support of every member of this team, we are progressing to hit the next rank of a Black Diamond very, very soon. So I'm actually taking time to explain to us the right side of quadrant you need to belong to. Robert T. Kiyosaki makes us to understand that for you to be financially free, you need to find a system or find a way to migrate from the left side of the quadrant to the right side. There's nothing bad in starting from the left. There's nothing bad in starting as an employee. There's nothing bad in starting as a self-employed, but you need for you to create that generational wealth. To create wealth that can actually get you to where you're going, you need to either become a business owner or an investor. And that is exactly what we have in Omega Pro. It's called a business that have all in one. So the first part, I'm actually have explained to you guys on how you can be part of the 1% of the world population that classify as an investor. So if you listen attentively and you're ready to take action, what he has actually taught us in the first part, if you implement that, you'll be able to be part of 1% of the 7 or 8 billion people on planet Earth that only classify as investor. And not one thing with investor, these are people that their money are working for them and they have unlimited income potential. That is one thing you benefit when you start to plug into this amazing company called Omega Pro. But the second part I'm going to actually jump in right now is how you can actually improve from being an investor to have an opportunity to come into Omega Pro and become a business owner. And who are the business owners? These are people that own systems. These are people that own systems, and these systems are working for them, and they are able to build more assets. So you are looking for an opportunity to become a business owner and also become an investor. You are in the right place and the right time, but I will encourage you to give me your undivided attention while I take time to break this to you, because only 4% of the world population that are in this quadrant. So what are the things to expect in the second part of this presentation? Number one, I'm going to show you guys on how you can get compensated for referring new clients to our company and earn an additional commission. You need to know that. I'm actually explaining to us that the moment you make that decision to buy any of our licenses in Omega Pro, you have already activated the possibility for you to earn what? An endless continuous income of what? A passive income. The moment our traders get into action, your minimum of 0.45% keeps coming in if you consider the fiat license. If you come up with the crypto license, a minimum of 0.33% every day, 100% and free. But if you want more than that, this second part is meant for you. I will show you how you can get compensated by just doing what? Referring clients, by just telling people around you, by just showing them that, look, you can do more and earn an additional commission. Number two, I'm going to share with you on how you can get rewarded, recognized, and enjoy quality lifestyle by advancing in the career ladder in this amazing business. So if you're the type that likes to be rewarded with amazing rewards, you're the type that like to be recognized, you like to be celebrated, you don't like the kind of lifestyle you're enjoying right now, you want to improve it, then this second part also is meant for you. And thirdly, I will show you what you stand to benefit, because you need to understand what is the need for you. What you stand to benefit when you make this informed decision to join us in this life-changing opportunity. And the last but not the least, if time permits me, I will show you the 4 steps, just 4 little steps, 4 most important steps, 4 key steps you need to employ into you building Omega Pro so that it can help you to achieve success in your Omega Pro business. So these are the things I will quickly run you through and without wasting much time. So without wasting much of our time, let me just start by talking about the Forex trading compensation plan which the company has put together. Remember what I told you? The company has put together 4 amazing ways to reward, to compensate hardworking and dedicated members of this company. But we need to note one thing. This second party in Omega Pro is 100% optional. The company doesn't make it compulsory or mandatory for you to refer people before you get paid. This part are mine for people that want more. People that want more in life than 300%. People that really say, look, I need to help others. I need to always empower other people. I shouldn't be the only one benefiting these passive income. These amazing products that Omega Pro is offering. Those are the ones that this part is meant for. So we have 4 amazing commission structure, which I will quickly run through. To start with is what is called the direct sales commission. And not each of these commissions, the names actually explain them in whole. So the direct sales commission, it's a commission you get paid by the company when you personally refer people to the platform. So let's use this example. Let's assume that you refer a friend of yours and he decided to join Omega Pro with a premium license, which you value at $10,000. The company pay you a one-time 7% of that $10,000, which is what? $700, which is amazing. Now, remember, your initial trading license that you purchased has started generating passive income for you. But for the fact that you went extra mile to share with your friend that are looking for a way also to earn an additional income, you get compensated with a $700 direct sales commission for doing that. So you now imagine if you introduce it to one individual, 2 individuals, 5, 10, 20, 30 people in your organization. How many 7% are you going to actually get in the course of doing that? So the direct sales commission is an opportunity for you to earn 7% from anybody you personally refer into the system. The second one is called the network bonus. The network bonus commission, just like the same way the name implies, it's the bonus and the commission you earn whenever you build an amazing and effective network. I always tell people, it's not every network you have that results or affects your net worth. If you have a network of people that are only fond of going to parties, people that are only fond of drinking alcohol, or people that are always fond of laughing or watching balls, they are network, but they won't affect your net worth because the network you build around you will definitely have a positive or negative impact on your finances. And the good thing we have here as the Leverage Circle community is the partner. We are building a network of like-minded individuals that can help us and that also can help them to create the kind of financial freedom we are looking for. So how does the network bonus work? Very simple. It's an opportunity for you to earn from the network that you build. But for you to be entitled to earn from this network bonus, you need to make sure you fulfill one requirement. And what is the requirement? Number one, you need to be network qualified. What do you need to be network qualified? You need to personally refer 2 people minimum directly to the company. So for me to qualify for the network qualification, I need to personally purchase a license from the business, any of the licenses, just like the one Amarachi showed you guys. Then also, I need to introduce minimum of 2 people into my business structure. I have the left business structure and the right business structure. So when I buy a package, I introduce one person on the business structure that also purchase a license. Another one on the right side, I have his own license purchase. Then I'm network qualified, which means you have met the requirement for you to be able to earn on the network bonus. And once you have done that, whatever volume you have on the left side of your business organization and on the right side of the business organization, the company calculates it and pay you the sides that has the lowest volume. I will use this as an example. So let's assume the left side of your structure is $5,000 in turnover. So let's assume the guy you sponsored did a 3,000, introduced 2 people that did 1,000, having a total of 5,000 on the left. On the right side, the 3 guys, then let's assume they did 1,000 each. For 3, that's $3,000. So you have 5,000 here and you have 3,000 on the other side. So at the end of the week, which is Sunday midnight, the company will calculate the entire volume that enter your organization and pay you 10% of these 3,000. So you go home with $3,000 as your network bonus for the week. Now imagine by the time you are building your network and you are able to be having like $10,000 as the least volume on your structure. That's an additional 1,000. By the time you build it up to 20,000, 50,000, 100,000, that's why you see people in this organization, people are earning as high as $5,000, $10,000, even $20,000, $30,000 every 7 days, because they have been able to build a network that can affect their network in a positive manner. Then we also have what is called the leadership pools. As I've said earlier, all the commissions are being given the name based on what they're actually giving us. So the leadership pools are meant for people that are becoming leaders and helping other people in the organization also to become leaders. Now, how does it work? The company sets aside 1% of their total turnover produced in the company in a particular month. So that 1%, one will be placed in pool 1, another 1% in pool 2, another 1% in pool 3. Now, but for you to qualify for the pool bonuses, you need to achieve a certain rank for you to be entitled to this pool. To qualify for pool 1, you need to become a silver, which means you would have produced a total of 16,000 on one side, 24,000 on the other side. Put in the right structure, then the company pay you an additional leadership pool 1 as a silver. The next pool 2, you need to become a platinum by producing 60,000 on one side, 90,000 on the other side, putting in the right structure. Congratulations, you are now a platinum executive of this company. The third one is the leadership pool 3. As a leadership, for you to qualify for leadership pool 3, you need to become a blue diamond, which is you need to have produced a minimum of 400,000 on one side of the structure, 600,000 on the other side of the structure, and would have done the required structure of helping other people to become your previous rank. Then you'll be celebrated as a blue diamond. Then you qualify for the pool 3 in this leadership pool. It's an amazing commission structure that helps people that are training to become leaders and also help people in their organization to become one. Then we also have the last but not the least commission structure, which is called the 70-30 rule. It's an amazing commission structure. There's so much love with this company, because I learned one thing from my mentor, which I always share in every of my presentation, that your number one thing, the number one income you need to focus on building, on increasing every day, it's not your linear income. It's not your for free income. It's not a wage, it's not salaries alone, but income that has to do with what? That comes in passively. Your passive income is an income you need to focus on and see how much you can build it for it to actually constitute the largest percentage in your type of income you are generating. And the good thing with the 730 rule that we have in here is Omega Pro has been able to come up with a very, very amazing concept that makes that happen for us. But how does it work? For every commission you earn in the week, the company sets aside a particular amount out of that commission, which is 30% of that amount, into a separate wallet called the passive wallet. So inside the passive wallet, the 30% of the commission you earn on a weekly basis is being put in there, and our traders help you to do tradings on that 30% to generate an additional 10% for you every month for the next 12 months, which is amazing. So let's assume that you have earned a total of $1,000 for this week. And this is $1,000. This is $1,000 in commission. The 70-30 rule will now be applied to it. 70% of the $1,000 goes into a wallet called the e-wallet, your electronic wallet. Then that, which is $700. Now the remaining $300 goes to a passive wallet, which the company will be trading with for you on autopilot, and you have an opportunity to be earning 10% of that amount every month for the next 12 months, which now result to you earning an additional 20% of whatever you have in your passive wallet. And that's why right now we see people that are having up to 100,000, 50,000, 200,000 in their passive wallet are having an opportunity to earn an additional $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 into their account every month, because they have taken the time to build their passive income wallet for it to be coming in. So imagine you, whereby you would have been able to build your team to build your portfolio in your passive wallet up to like $10,000. That's like you having an opportunity to be earning $1,000 every month. Either you build the business or not, and it keeps coming in every month, giving you the possibility to earn an additional 20% of the total sum that in that account. Then we also quickly want to run through the leadership and the rank rewards that we have in Omega Pro, because the beauty thing about this company is the fact that we don't only help people to multiply their money, we don't only show people how to earn additional income, but we also celebrate, we reward and recognize, and also give people an opportunity to live a kind of lifestyle they have been aspiring to live. But for you to build a career in Omega Pro, out of the different licenses that we have, just like the one Amarachi showed you earlier, you need to start with the basic license for you to be able to participate in the career ladder that we have here. Because to be honest with you, there's a lot of mouth-watering rewards that the company has put together for any smart, early, dependent, and ready to work IBOs for them to be rewarded with. So when you need to actually partake in the career ladder in Omega Pro, you need to start with the basic license of $529, or if it's the crypto, you need to start with the 0.001 of the crypto. We make it the basic license package for the crypto aspect, and you're good to go. Number one, you need to understand that every word on incentive that you qualify for, if you don't need our official, that will be announcing anytime soon. So if you qualify for any awards or any reward or any incentives, the company will give it to you anytime we're having our official event. And also we need to know that all the points are calculated from the first day of the month till the last day of the month, depending on the server timing on the dashboard. And every $1 is equivalent to 1 RV. RV means rank volume. So for every volume that people in your organization brings into the system, it's the same thing as the same point. So it's the same thing as RV point. So if somebody signed up with $10,000 on the left side, that means you have $10,000 RV point on that side, and that makes it amazing. The volume can only be calculated with what? From the volume that comes from the organization. And that's why we have a building strategy that we always educate and encourage people to use when you join our team. Spillovers are not calculated. If you're enjoying spillover or you're not linked through the building strategy, the spillover will not actually help you to achieve the rank you're looking for. But better still, you can also use that to earn in terms of your network bonus. So let's quickly talk about the ranks and the rewards attached to each of the ranks. Number one, we have our first initial rank called the associate. What do you need to become as an associate? You remember what I said? You need to start with the basic license of $529. Then if you and your organization are able to produce 600 RV points on one side of a business structure, 400 RV point on the other side of a business structure, congratulations, you will become an associate. And that's the starting point. Then the next rank is builder. You have two people to become associate, one on the left, one on the right. And once you have that, make sure that your organization and yourself were able to produce a total of 9,000 RV points on the stronger leg and 6,000 RV points on the weaker leg. Congratulations, you become a builder. Now, as a builder and associate, the company recognizes you with what they call a pin, a builder and associate pin, to show you that you're just starting in your career ladder journey. Then the number third rank, which is our core rank, is called the silver. What do you need to become a silver? You need to have two people in your organization to become builder. One builder on your left side of your business organization, right side of your business organization, you need another builder, a total of 24,000 on the stronger leg, 16,000 on the weaker leg. Then when you have achieved that, you become a silver executive in this amazing opportunity. Now, as a silver member in Omega Pro, you qualify for the leadership pool 1 and also qualify for a silver trip. Now, this silver trip right now is a trip that is being decided by the management. The management will decide where they want to take every silver executive to when the time comes. But most cases is within your continent or within your country or anywhere else. But the company will be communicating to all the silver members to let them know what they are actually taking them to once they achieve the silver rank. Then the next rank is called the gold. What do you need to become gold? You need to have two people are silver, one on the left, one on the right, 45,000 on the stronger side, 30,000 on the weak side. You'll be qualified for a laptop. But we have a particular brand that we love giving out, which is a MacBook. It could be MacBook Pro, it could be MacBook Air, but it could be a MacBook, and you also have option to choose any brand of your choice. So it's not that the company will impose it on you. If you don't want it, you can talk with the management. If it's something that is within the budget, the amount of money they set aside for it, they can as well make that happen to you. Then we also have what is called the platinum rank. For you to become platinum, you should have helped two people to become gold. One gold on the left, one gold on the right, 90,000 on the strongest side, 60,000 on the weak side. You qualify for the leadership pool 2, which is 1. Then you qualify for a platinum 3. The platinum trip also is being managed by the company. They will be the one to announce the location they want to take you to as a platinum. But the only difference between platinum and silver is the platinum trip is a little bit much advanced in the sense that it could be more outside your locality for you to be able to enjoy. But the company will be communicating towards the right place you are going at the right time. Then we also have what is called the diamond rank, a diamond executive in Omega Pro, which I call the most prestigious rank in Omega Pro. But remember, for you to hit diamond, you can see that the structure is getting a little bit different from others. To become diamond, you need to help 3 people to become platinum. 2 on your strong side and 1 on the weak side. A total of 240,000 on your strong leg and a total of 160,000 on your weak leg. Then you qualify as a diamond. When you attain a diamond rank, the company gives you a wristwatch, Omega special branded watch, value at $6,000. Ladies and gentlemen, when I achieve my diamond rank, I will have the privilege to be given my own diamond wristwatch, value at $6,000 when I achieve it. And the previous presenter, which is Amachi Gojo, also is a diamond executive, and other diamond members will be joining in soon as fast as possible. We also have 2 other amazing ranks, which is the blue diamond and the black diamond. For you to become blue diamond this time around, you can see now that the game plan is changing. To become diamond, you need 3 platinum, but to become blue diamond, you need 4 diamonds. So 2 on the left side, 2 on the right side, a total of 600,000 RV point on the stronger leg, 400,000 on the weaker leg. Then you qualify for the leadership pool 3, and also a cash reward of 100,000 for the blue diamond. But before I go any further, I just want to take this opportunity to actually use it to let people that are coming here for the first time to know that all these ranks are not just ranks that we're just saying it for the same thing, because we have people in our team that all over the world that have been crushing all these ranks. So I want to use this moment to allow some of our gold executives. I want 2 or 1 gold executive to just share their experience with us on what they have been able to achieve by achieving the gold executive in Omega Pro. So I want from our panelists, we have Sheon, Oluwa Sheon, first on me to please enable ourselves and let's hear from you. Or if it is, okay, well, let's start from gold first. From gold executive and Madam Caris, any one of you, please, let's hear from you. 2 minutes. 2 minutes of your time, just share with us what this opportunity have been able to help you achieve for becoming a gold executive. So between Caris, we're doing Forex Billionaire and Oluwaseun. Please, any one of you can just unmute yourself in the next 2 minutes and share your experience and your testimony with us. Victoria.
Hello, everyone.
Can you enable your camera, please?
Sure, I can.
Please, anybody that wants to do that wants to see your face. Yeah, awesome.
Hi.
So, Forex Billionaire, you are coming first. Let's hear from you.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. My name is Peace Eze. I'm also known as a Forex Billionaire and the last born of the leverage circle.
We're not hearing you again. I don't think we're hearing you again.
Can you all hear me?
Okay, yeah. Your voice is back now. You can go on now.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. I guess it's my network. Yeah. Okay, last year I joined Omega Pro April 7, 2020. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
I think, okay. I joined Omega Pro April 7, 2020. You know, when something good is happening to your life, that is when you actually keep the date. And I thank God for the kind of friends that I have around me. Ray Power, Loretta, Blaze. You know, Ray Power came all the way from Owerri to introduce this opportunity to me. And that time he came, early January, I've lost virtually everything I have. It was a very down time for me. And I didn't even say yes to it because I was really down. But I thank God, everybody needs to have a Ray Power in your life. He kept insisting, he kept trying, he kept calling, take a look at this thing. And today, I think I sent him a message yesterday. I said, God just used you as a blessing in my life because the amount of money I've made from this platform, I've never, ever made that kind of money in my life before. And this is just the beginning. Tell you, this is just the beginning. If you are not yet a member, or you've not plugged in, or you've not bought a license with Omega Pro, trust me, you're doing yourself a very, very bad thing. Because like the first speaker said, the world is going online. I'm not a person that loves going out. I'm an indoor person, sit in my house, watch my movie and do whatever I want to do. And throughout that year to this month, last year to 2021, has been the best and easy way I've ever made money in my life. So please make the decision and tell the person that invited you to this call. Tell the person, thank you very much. Whether you join or not, the person is making money every day, every single day. The person just wants you to actually benefit from what he or she is benefiting. So please go back and person, buy the person a bottle of champagne, tell the person thank you, and ask the person, how can I get started? Remember, I'm your friend, your sister, and I love you, and I want you to make money. When everybody's making money in the circle, nobody want to bring anybody down. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much, Forest Billionaire. I can see the excitement because the last bond, now imagine the last bond in the circle is making up to 10 million, 20 million. Just imagine what the first, the second, and the fourth bonds will be making. Good to hear from you, Forest Billionaire. Thank you for taking time to share with us. I don't know if there's anybody, I can see Victoria ready to share with us. Victoria, please, can you just go ahead? Let's hear from you. Or is it Madam Caris? Any one of you that is available, please feel free, put on your camera, because we have been transmitting live to Facebook and other social media. We want to reach as many audience as possible. So, Victoria, you're coming first, or Madam Caris? I can see the two of them are excited and they're super ready to share their experience with us.
Yes, we are excited. We are excited. Thank you.
I can see that.
True Diamond. Thank you so much. Thanks for this opportunity. You've been adding value to us every time, and we really appreciate it. So I'm a living testimony. I joined this business last year, May, the glory of God. I thank God that I didn't allow past failure to, to stop me from what was about to happen last year. When you have invested in so many things and what you were getting was just failure and failure. But if you are down and you don't remain down, I'm telling you the truth, you will get out of those challenges. I didn't allow the past failures, the past challenges to hold me down. And when Loretta introduced this business to me, I only read the write-up. I didn't even watch anything, just the write-up, and I got to know about everything. It was not that complicated for me. So, and what I needed to look into was the leadership, because number one, in those times that I've failed, I discovered that what actually propelled me to invest was the juicy offer, offers that are not realistic. But when I got to know about this, I said, okay, let me not repeat the same mistake. I looked into the leadership. What's their track record? How credible are those people? I needed to do a background check on them. And I was satisfied. When you have a financial expert, a business coach, as a co-founder, someone that has been your mentor over the years, you would want to, if not because of that, but because of the integrity the person has built over the years. I'm talking in person of my team. So these are the things that I saw. Then the 10% they are giving us, I'm a Forex trader. I know it is realistic. I know it is sustainable. I have other platforms that are giving us higher percentage. They will promise higher percentage, but can they sustain it? So these are the two things that I looked into, and that made me to say, okay, I will do Omega Pro. And I thank God today that last year was a very bad year for so many people financially. It was my best year of hitting my first million. And not only that, I was able to, to affect others, to impact other lives. This has been my joy. So if you are here on this call, we are not saying it. We are not here to just sweet talk anybody. We are telling it the way it is. We don't need to hide it. Just like my Forex billionaire just said now, that whether you join or you don't join, we continue to earn. But we love you so much. That's why we are dishing out this information to you. And I believe it, trust me, it's going to add value to you. It's not going only to affect you, but it will affect others positively. Thank you so much for this time. I appreciate it. So quickly get back to the person that invited you to this call. That person is your friend. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Madam Caris. The Caris one. She's a very powerful, energetic woman. I love her passion, and I love the way she's pushing other. I won't be surprised to see her as a blue diamond or black diamond very, very soon. Thank you very much to have you on the call. I don't know if there's anybody among the panelists that wants to share their experience from the gold level. I think we have had enough from the gold so that we don't keep people waiting for much. Platinum, please, any platinum. We have a lot of you guys on the call. I want you guys to just share your experience with us. Mama B, Architect Sheung is there, and Madam Justina, any one of you, please unmute yourself. But we have only 2 minutes. 2 minutes, please. 2 minutes, share your experience with us. This video is going viral, it's on Facebook. People are hearing your testimonies because we want to be on top ahead of other people. So any one of the platinum on the call, please unmute yourself. Let's hear from you. Architect Sheung, I can see you have unmute yourself. Go ahead, let's hear from you, sir.
This is Architect Sheung.
Mama B.
Yes, this is my
Okay,
Mama
good
B.
to see you.
Yeah, you can see me now. You know, today is a holiday in Nigeria, so everybody stay at home relaxing. Thank you so much, everybody. My name is Bola Ademolu Odeneye, aka Mama B. Like you all know, Omega Pro, for me, it is a blessing. For me to be a platinum in Omega Pro, what that tells you is the minimum that I've earned with Omega Pro is $6,000 US. That's the minimum I have earned in Omega Pro. So now do the mathematics. So if you are still there, somebody is still pleading with you. With Omega Pro, it's not a matter of pleading with you. It's adding value to your life. Adding value. So what we are doing this morning is adding value to your life. We are taking care of inflation for you, especially for those who are in the country that I am speaking from today. If you are in Nigeria and you have not joined this amazing opportunity, I can tell you, you are missing a lot. This is a game changer for me. Omega Pro has changed the game. Omega Pro has lifted me from being Mrs. Budget to a woman that live life on her own terms. I don't look at my bank account before I do anything. Even the bank they take from, they are even enjoying from the money as well. Because the last time I went to the bank and they told me the kind of transaction I'm doing in a month, myself, I couldn't believe it myself. Because I was like, are you for real? Let me see it. What is making that happening? Omega Pro. If not for Omega Pro, all this won't be happening. It has changed my status. It has elevated me as somebody. So please, if you are still on this call and you have not joined this amazing opportunity, do the needful. It's very clear it is too optional. You can either be an investor or you can decide to partner with them and take the business further. So there are two options for you. So it's optional. You don't have to be telling people, but I know by the time you become an investor, nobody would tell you to introduce it to other people because it will be so sweet that you don't want to keep that blessing to yourself alone. You know, it's intoxicating. There's one of my friends, I always say, this Omega Pro is like drug money. So please, because of our time, please and please, just go back to that person. I'm sure that person really loved you for that person to send this link to you. Do the needful. Be a part of us. And I'm sure within the next 3 months, you will go back and thank that person and say, thank you for introducing this amazing opportunity to me. Thank you very much, my leader. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mama B, for that wonderful testimony. We really appreciate it. And you guys can see that what we are saying, and the reason why we bring up this session is for people out there to see that this is a company that is truly impacting life, that is truly changing life, that is truly doing what the promise. And remember what all the leaders have said, either you join us or not, that will never stop our income because we're already in. So it's a privilege. It's an opportunity we have given out to you as we are celebrating the Democracy Day today. We want you guys to have that freedom, not only in terms of your politics, but in terms of your finances. An opportunity like this called Omega Pro is what can make that happen. So I really thank you guys for sharing your experience with us. And also I'll be calling back our Diamond Executive, Amarachi. If there's no any other platinum, I don't know if there's any other platinum. Madam Jenny, do you have anything? Just 2 minutes to share with us, or any other platinum before I move to the next platinum. Okay, I can see Victoria. Victoria, sorry. Oh, Madam Jenny, okay, go ahead.
Good
Hello, Victoria, so
everyone, and good to have you all here.
Yeah,
I'm not about telling you that there is money to be made, because there's a music I heard currently and I love hearing it. He said, you need a hear. Say you deaf, no mean say you need a see. That you're even blind, no mean say you know they hear. It's been said and said, and he said a lot more. that everybody is hearing and everybody is seeing. The question is, what are you taking from what you have heard and what you have seen? This is not the time to wait for anybody to push you. You can be scared for all you want, but I've never heard that scare pays anybody's house rent. Neither does scare pays the children's school fees. Risk has to be taken for result to be achieved. Omega Pro is a real deal. Get in and have your personal experience. Like my upline will always say, the discussion is for you to take a part of this pie and have your own personal experience, because you don't need anybody else to tell you that it's working until you test and you see that Omega Pro is the deal. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Madam Jenny. We really appreciate you for taking time out to share with us. I think Victoria has something to say. Victoria, please, let's hear from you. We've seen you put it on and off your mic, and also let's see your beautiful face as you share your experience with us. Victoria.
Sorry, my mic was initially off. Was a mistake.
Yeah.
I need to say something. Okay, the previous leaders that have spoken well, and anyone that's actually want to make a decision and to change his or her life, with what has been said here, the person has a whole lot of reasons to jump in. So for me, Omega Pro is a dream come true. Omega Pro is a blessing. Omega Pro is an answered prayers. You might not know where we are coming from, but I must tell you, if you actually want to make a move financially, if you actually want to change something about your finances, you don't need to ask questions. The reason why we are doing what we're doing today is because we want everybody to have a taste of good life. If your neighbors, your family members, if everyone is well off, believe me, you will sleep and leave your door open. That is the reason why we want each and every one of us, if you are in this call and you have not taken this opportunity, I want to encourage you. This is the best thing that can ever happen to you. Don't miss it. Be encouraged. Leave your fear behind and jump in. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Victoria. We really appreciate you and for your time to join us all the way from Owerri, Imo State. It's a pleasure to have you here. That's one of our latest platinum executives going diamond very, very soon. Thank you for your time. And also the last, not the least, let's call on our diamond executive, Amarachi Ugoji, the first presenter. I know he's still on the call. Please, let's hear from you, your experience and a word of advice for people that are watching us on Facebook or on Zoom or any other social media. Will be sharing this video. Please share a word of advice and your own testimony. In which way this opportunity has impacted your life in a positive way. We have to hear from you. So Amarachi, let's hear from you.
All right.
Let's see your fine face.
Thank you. You know, the interesting thing about Omega Pro is, for me, is the opportunity to help an unbelievable amount of people. Initially, we all started Forex trading, tried to do it ourselves and all that. But the reality is we didn't have all the structure required to make it scale. Right now, we have a platform that is helping us not just support ourselves with this industry, but be able to support multiple people. When it comes to the result he has created on a personal basis, we now are able to do more things. We now have a money generating machine, which is essentially working on its own without our participation, now giving us opportunity to start deliberately having the finance required to diversify into other business activities. So my suggestion to anybody listening is simple. Start at whatever level of belief you have today. Today, we're talking about the banks. We're talking about thousands of people benefiting from Omega Pro. But when we took a decision to start this company, start this opportunity, there was no precedence. There was nothing to look forward to. What we did was make very simple assumption, and that assumption was led by Mr. Tommy, actually. The first was we had a strong leadership in Omega Pro. And that leadership had one individual who has done a lot of things in the financial space over a couple of years, running a hedge fund in the US. And with that belief that that hedge fund has been over 5 years, we drew a conclusion that this company will do over 5 years. And Mr. Tommy, in his capacity as an engineer and his own experience, designed a spreadsheet that showed what exactly we can become in the course of the 5 years. Did we have $10,000 at the time we're having this conversation? The answer was no. But do we have multiple 10,000 now, 22 months after? Of course. So that's the point. The decision you take today based on your belief level is where it begins. And our responsibility is to guide you to the level of your own commitment that you may also be able to start having the kind of experiences we're having financially, leveraging the Omega Pro opportunity. So my final word here is take a decision today. Thank you very much. Mr. Tommy, over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Diamond Amarachi. We really, really appreciate that, your time and your wealth of experience, for telling us how this opportunity have not only blessed us, but have helped us to also impart other people in our organization. And you also can be the next success story. Just like what I used to say, it's good for you to listen to presentations, it's good for you to attend meetings, it's good for you to watch things, but it's not about you doing the thinking, but the miracle can only be applicable or possible if you act on the information you are actually exposed to. So I encourage every one of you on this call today, go back to the person that invited you to this call. They have been the one that have you in mind. They love you so much to share this opportunity with you. So when you make that informed decision to be part of us, don't look elsewhere, but don't go directly to that person. Ask them that, how can I get started? How can I get that financial freedom I've been looking for? How can I create my own passive income from these two amazing lucrative markets, like what we have been enjoying for close to 3 years in Omega Pro, as thousands of people are super excited. And that's why the Level Circle community decided that today that we're celebrating the Democracy Day in Nigeria, the best way to celebrate with every of our friends as we are sharing this thing on every of our social media handle is to let them know how we are taking control of our life. And we love you so much. We want you to join us. We want you to experience what we are experiencing so that you also, your financial situation will not be dependent on government, family, or friends, because this platform has blessed us and we need to use it as a blessing to every one of you that is watching and listening to us in any part of the world you are watching from. So before we end, let me just quickly run through the last 2 ranks. I just want us to call on some people so that we can see people live that have actually experienced an amazing result in Omega Pro. I've talked about the blue diamond. The next one is black diamond. What do you need to become a black diamond this time around? You need 4 individuals that would have achieved the blue diamonds in your structure, 2 on the left side, 2 on the right side, a total of 1.5 RV point on the strong leg, 1 million RV point on the weak leg. Then you qualify for a Ferrari. Guys, all these ranks are being crushed by Nigerians. Not only Nigerians, all these ranks are being crushed by people in other parts of the world. So we're not just telling you something that we read or we are hoping to get to. As I'm talking to you, I'm a blue diamond in this amazing company. And by God's grace, I also have a leader in this business right here in Nigeria that is also a black diamond. This is a guy that has done what is expected of him, help other people, build leaders, and it has been able to qualify as a blue diamond in Nigeria and is now being rewarded with a cash reward, a cash equivalent of this supercar called the Ferrari of $250,000. Guys, you need to actually follow person with no road, as we used to say. You need to follow people that knows road. You need to follow people that understand how they are taking charge of their life for them to change their life for better. And the last but not the least is the crown diamond, which is the crown diamond that actually have the crown, which is where everybody is achieving. And to be honest with you, we have people that already achieved the crown diamond also in this business, but not any crown diamond yet in Nigeria. And I can assure you, very soon we'll be celebrating one. What do you need to become a crown diamond? 3.6 RV point on the stronger leg, 2.4 on the weak leg. This time around, the system now changes. You need 5 people. 2 black diamond on your weak leg, 3 black diamond on your strong leg. Then you'll be celebrated as a crown diamond, giving you the crown diamond ring, and also a Lamborghini Aventador, which is your second supercar value at $500,000 when you achieve that amazing rank. So I will urge you guys to make that decision to change your life for better. Every one of us today, all the leaders that have spoken before now are showing you this, at having the opportunity to testify to what they have enjoyed in this opportunity because they did one thing. They took a bold decision. When they hear about this opportunity, just like those of you that are watching the video and are being invited here for the first time, they make that informed decision to be in control of their life. And that decision now have actually impacted their life in a positive way. And that's why people here now are being control of their finances, living life on their own terms, buying things without looking price tag, and achieving virtually every of their dreams. But you also, as you're watching me, can be the next success story. Only if you put in the action. What is the action that is expected of you? Decide on any of these licenses that you have here and go back to the person that invited you that you are ready to change your life for better. So on this note, I really want to thank you guys for your time this morning, and I hope we have been able to actually justify your time that you spend with us. I wish every Nigerians on the call happy Democracy Day. And the best gift we think we can give to ourselves is to show us how we can be in control of our finances. Let's make sure we are brothers keepers. We give them more things to do. And if there are questions, before we round it up, please guys, feel free to drop your questions on the chat box. Then we can quickly take that before we end the call. So thank you, everybody. Thanks to all the leaders that take time out to join us today. And we'll be doing a poll to get the feedback from you guys to let us know what you think about this new technology we just explored today. You know, in Omega Pro, we have so many people around pushing, promoting this Omega Pro. But the good thing is we, the Level Circle, want to be on top. We want to be ahead of every other individual. So we are exploring a new technology now because, God forbid, if there's a need for us not to have that freedom of moving around, we don't want anything that will stop us from building our business. And that is one of the things we are preparing ourselves for. We're also preparing for expansion so that we can have an opportunity to reach out to as many people as possible. So let me see if there are questions. I'll quickly take that before we end the call. So the floor is open for questions, guys. Please feel free to drop your questions. I think we'll only spend 5 minutes or so to take questions, then we can call it a day. Okay. Somebody said, I'm yet to receive my associate pin. Yes, Mr. Lawale, yes, the associate pin has not been given out to people yet. The company is still working on it. Once it's ready, we'll communicate it to you. You understand? We'll communicate it to you. We are trying to think about the best way to get it across because we have thousands of people that already associate. But as the company has made that promise, they need to fulfill it. So we're looking for the best way to get it across. But rather than for you waiting for the associate pin, please go as high as achieving other ranks too, so that you can have many rewards at the same time. So you collect the associate, the builder, the silver, the gold laptop, and so on and so forth. So keep building your business while the company works on how to get it across to you. So I can assure you definitely you'll get it very, very soon. Yeah. Christina. Okay, does Omega Pro have office in Nigeria? No, Christina. The business you are building in Omega Pro, it's not a company or a business that is limited to Nigeria alone. It's a global business. We're in 110 countries and we're expanding every single day. So we don't have a physical office, but we have representatives that believe in building a digital business for themselves. The business that is not limited to any shutdown or any lockdown. Because if you have an office, for example, like today now, we won't be able to do what we're doing right now. So our business is not limited to office, it's not limited to location, it's not limited by boundaries. As we have in Nigeria, some of us have businesses in 20, 30, 40, 70 countries around the world that activities are going on. So we want a business that is not limited by any limitations. Because I'm sorry to say this, you know, sometimes government and policies that actually can affect your business if you focus only on your locality. So in Omega Pro and in the Level Circle, we always believe in starting local, but build globally. So that is it. So we don't have a physical office in Nigeria, but we have leaders that are building, that have, you know, contact offices. You can meet with them if you are to meet them, and also organize seminars every Saturdays. That's it. Somebody is asking that if I invest $100, what is the weekly return in Naira? I heard is 0.45. Is that the minimum? Yes, exactly. That's what you earn with a minimum of $100. But we don't always encourage people to start with that, because to be honest with you, we have been in this business for close to 3 years now. That will not help anybody to achieve any financial freedom you're looking for. So what we're doing at all in life is what doing well. So please try to push yourself. It's not always easy to do anything good in life. Push yourself to start with something much more reasonable, but it's not all you have to start with. You can start with that, but make sure you don't settle for that. Find a way to improve yourself to go to the next higher package. Okay, Pastor Chibuzo. Joki Chibuzo is actually thanking Lovett. Lovett, thank you for actually showing him or giving an opportunity to attend this Zoom call. You can see people already appreciating this privilege of being part of this amazing call. So thank you, Lovett, for inviting Pastor Chibuzo to be part of this meeting. Oladele is asking that do we have a standard presentation slide that we can use for interested people? Yes, it's there. Any member of Omega Pro, in your dashboard, when you go to your dashboard, there's a place you'll see some avatar. The avatar at the top right, click on it, you'll see resources. There's a way you click on it, you'll see the PDF, they are there. Download it on your phone, on your laptop, on your system, and use it. We have it, and that's exactly what we use today. It's the company's corporate presentation slide. So it's meant for every registered member. You can have access to it, but if you don't know how to get it, reach out to the person that invited you. They will get you and guide you on how you can lay your hands on that. Somebody is asking, how long does it take to transfer from Binance to Omega Pro Wallet? Well, I don't know the exact time depending on the traffic, but I will encourage you not to be using Binance sometime because Binance tends to have some challenges because based on people that doesn't have experience, you might not be able to track your transaction as hash link. So if there are issues that you need to clarify to show the support, the proof of payment, it might be difficult for you to get that. So it's better to use other exchange that will be much more easier for you to get all those information in case if your payment or your transfer doesn't go through a time and they need to do a manual verification. So I don't always encourage people using Binance. You can try other ones like blockchain, like Coinbase or any other one that you think you are familiar with, not to give you much challenge, because based on experience, a lot of people are having that challenge. Yeah. How do we get the video record for our clients? Yes. Now, so the good thing with this technology we're exploring today is everybody on this call that register, we automatically get the recorded sent to your email. That's what the settings are put on. So we are exploring it, we see how it works. So everybody will have it automatically. So it's not until when you wait for Tomiwa and I might be busy with some other things or my network, you know, all those things. So it gives us an opportunity to scale, to, you know, to leverage and to build up a system that can help us how to do multiple things. At least today's call, we have close to 170 people in attendance. And imagine sending that thing to everybody or putting in a link where some leader might not also be busy to copy and send to their own group, also for them to have it. So the system will help you to have it automatically and you can go from there. So hope we shall have a copy of the recording. Yes, I've mentioned that everybody should have it automatically once you have a registered member. If you use the Zoom link and the code, you will not get it. It's only for registered people. That's why you need to register and go through the process. We want to come up with a system that we can document and track and also make it much more easier for us. So if you don't register, you might not have the recording. You will need to request for it manually. But if you are registered, the system automatically sends it to you after the call. So how do we get the record? I think I've answered that. Thank you, Caris, for inviting me. Okay, Madam Florence is thanking you. Owa Florence is thanking you, Madam Caris, for inviting her to this call. She's very excited. And please make sure you go back to the person that invited you so that they can get you plugged in immediately. How do we rebuy our cryptocurrency, our crypto trading? Very easy. Whenever you get up to your 3x or before you get to 3x, just go to the back office, click on shop, look at the packages you want to start with, purchase it, and immediately you are good to go. You can buy with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and I think they just added ETH, so you can use that to purchase, or you can ask for deposit wallet from your upline. They can convert it from D-Forex to D-Crypto and help you to do the activation. So it's a very simple, straightforward thing, but if you're having challenges, please reach out to your sponsor. They will guide you through the process. Oh, somebody is saying, Oladili, that I don't see my percentage on my dashboard anymore, always showing 0. What could be the issue? There's no issue, Oladili. You need to click on the view. There's a view at the top of where you see the packages. If you log into your dashboard, click on it. It will show you the percentage of what you are currently earning. And if you want to see the breakdown, go to your business page at the top. It gives you a drop down. Click on compounding interest. Then you see how they are paying you every day on from the business side. So it's an amazing way. It's there. There's nothing wrong with you, but the system just wants you to click to request for it. Then they'll give you the breakdown. So there's nothing wrong with your system. It's like that for everybody. Okay, for me that started with $100 on my downline, we can start upgrading. Yes, Elizabeth, you can upgrade at any time. That's the good thing here. You can upgrade at any time. Just buy the difference and move to the next package or move the higher package depending on any time you want. Okay, thank you. Somebody has even answered you that you need to click on the view for you to get it. Henry Irozo, thanks a lot, Mr. Tomiwa and Mr. Marachi. Thank you very much, Henry. We really appreciate you for your kind comments, for showing appreciation to our project. Okay, thank you, Victoria Bassi, for introducing me. Okay, somebody's thanking Victoria Bassi for introducing her into this business meeting. Please thank Victoria very well because she meant well for you. That's why she invited you, and make sure you reach out to her so that she can guide you on how to plug in. Remember, it's not about you attending. It's not about you listening. It's about you taking action. And she will guide you, and I can assure you, you will always keep thanking her for the decision you will make today. Okay, perfect. Oladele said, I can see it now. Good. So if you ask questions, these things are there. It's a very simple and straightforward thing. I'm happy you're able to get it now. And thanks you guys. So
there are questions at the question and answer section.
Question and answer session. Okay, I think there are two there. Okay, let me finish with the chat so that we can move there and see if there are other questions. We appreciate you. You're a great leader. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, Guy. Thank you so much, Dr. Tali, for this amazing business presentation. Yes, you can see as people are appreciating people that invited them to this session, and not about you thanking them, but go back to them and ask them to help you activate and be part of the people that are enjoying this life-changing opportunity. Can't we do bank transfer to activate again? Bank transfer, no, the feature is not on because it takes a longer process and it's a bit complicated. For now, we're using cryptocurrency for now. But if you talk to your sponsor, they will guide you in the best way that can suit your personality. Okay, thank you, Sheon. You can see as people are appreciating people that invited them for the call. People are super excited for inviting them. And this is the best gift, the best democracy gift you can give to people that are in your country, especially with the Nigerians. Thank you guys, and I'm very happy you all are appreciating the person that invited you, because that's the good thing, gratitude. A lot of people come into business, they don't mention about the person that told them about the opportunity. They think they are the one doing it, but it's true, you might be the one doing it, but what if you don't hear about it? So you need to appreciate the people that show you an opportunity, but not appreciating alone, but put action into it so that it can take you to the next level. Let me check the questions on the Q&A so that I can see how I can attend to them. Okay, I think those questions have been dealt with. Okay, I can see it now. Oh, somebody's asking here, Fumi, she's, okay, I think Amarachi has helped us to answer her. I think one of our panelists have helped us to answer her. Thank you very much for being proactive. Amarachi, I appreciate that. So thank you everybody for your time. And I really want to thank you for your cooperation, for actually being very easy to adapt to change like this. Because a lot of people will be asking questions, but we just need to be on top of our business. And I can assure you after this call, we'll be sharing the details of those people that you invited, because most of them put who invited them there. I saw all the lists. I will print it out, send it across to everybody so that you can know how to follow up on them and actually show them on how to plug it. Thank you everybody for your time. All the attendees, thank you for your time. All the participants, the leaders, I appreciate you guys for taking time out to join us today. But before I go, I just want all the leaders to put on their camera and let's just appreciate all the leaders and all the participants and take our business to the next level. Please, all the participants, are we there? Please, can you just say bye-bye to all the people that took time to join us today? And we'll be sending out a poll. Help us answer. I want to get feedback from you. What do you think about this system we use today? Is this something we should be using, or we should go back to our old way? We want feedback from you. Please, when you receive it, get back to us, get back to your sponsor. So thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Go get started.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.